Curfew imposed in Nepalganj lifted after 3 days. Assemblies and rallies prohibited to ensure peace and security. Prime Minister Dahal directs for immediate rescue and relief of those affected by the earthquake in Basang. Relief and resettlement works to be carried through one-door mechanism. US sends more than 1 million rounds of ammunition seized from Iran last year to Ukraine. Preparation underway for additional assistance. And ICC One International World Cup begins in India today. Defending champions England take on runners-up New Zealand in the inaugural match of the mega tournament. Curfew imposed in Nepalganj from Tuesday by the District Administration Office Bake has been lifted from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. by issuing a notice. Despite lifting of the curfew for the time period, the local administration has prohibited gathering of more than 5 individuals, rallies and any form of assemblies. Following recommendations to gradually ease the privatory orders at yesterday's all-party meeting, the administration has eased the privatory order. Security officials have said that they have made the best of their efforts to avoid incidents of violence and vandalism. Prime Minister Dahal has directed for immediate relief of the victims of Basang earthquake and reconstruction works as well. At today's meeting of the Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council held at Singadarbar, Prime Minister Dahal directed for proceeding with the reconstruction of the infrastructures damaged by the earthquake. Prime Minister Dahal said that collaboration between all 3 tiers of the government and the local community was necessary to combat natural disasters. He also expressed the commitment of making best efforts for the rescue, relief, treatment and resettlement of those affected by the disasters. The meeting had also held discussions regarding the damages caused in the Basang earthquake-affected areas and the upcoming steps of the government. Chief District Officer of Basang and Chief Secretary of Sudar Paschim Province Government had briefed the meeting about the condition of the disaster-affected areas. Also at the meeting, officials of the Department of Mines and Geology said that the region from Gorkha to Gadwal of West India was at high risk of earthquakes. Despite the warning of the CPNL leadership against forming panels, 2 groups are contesting at the CPNL Gandaki Province Convention. Separate groups are competing for the new leadership at the convention underway in Pokhara. Despite sending the message of unity, competition between 2 groups of Deputy General Secretary Prithvi Subba Gurung and Standing Committee member Khagaraj Adhikari is evident. A total of 27 members have been elected unanimously, while voting is to be held for the remaining officials. Until 8 a.m. this morning was allocated for withdrawal of candidacy. However, the final list of candidates is yet to be published. Electronic voting will take place for the election. Naura Sharma and Mayanath Adhikari are contesting for the position of chairperson of the province and have formed their respective panels. Sharma has the support of Deputy General Secretary Gurung, while Mayanath is backed by Standing Committee member Adhikari. Both candidates have claimed that it was not a competition between the 2 panels, but a democratic contest. Madhya Province Assembly has called the 2nd session of the Province Assembly on the 10th of October. According to the Province Assembly Secretariat, the 2nd session was called after the office of the Province Governor corresponded for the session following the decision of the Province Council of Ministers. The previous session had ended on the 16th of June after the budget of the ongoing fiscal year was endorsed. Meeting of the Province Assembly is to be held after a hiatus of 2 months and 23 days. Chief Minister Saroj Kumar Yadav generated the vote of confidence twice from the 36 meetings of the first session of the 2nd term of the Province Assembly, which lasted for a total of 61 hours only. 41,500 livestock have been infected with lumpy skin disease in Dadaldhura. A total of 1,198 livestock have already died in all 7 local levels of Dadaldhura because of lumpy skin disease. According to the Veterinary Hospital and Livestock Service Expert Center Dadaldhura, it has said that the disease has severely affected the livestock. Despite the procurement of 2,000 doses of vaccines against lumpy skin disease for the livestock in Dadaldhura, the inoculation drive is yet to begin because of inadequate doses. Veterinary Hospital and Livestock Service Expert Center has said that around 60,000 animals need vaccines against the disease in Dadaldhura district alone. Farmers of Dahal, Baitari and Doti among other districts have been bearing huge losses because of the disease. And now before we wrap up, here's a look into the top stories one more time. Curfew imposed in Nepalganj lifted after 3 days. Assemblies and rallies prohibited to ensure peace and security in the region. Prime Minister Dahal directs for immediate rescue and relief of those affected by Bazang earthquake. Relief and resettlement works to be carried through one-door mechanism. United States sends more than 1 million rounds of ammunition seized from Iran last year to Ukraine. Preparation being made for additional assistance as well. And ICC One Day International Cricket World Cup begins in India today. Defending champions England take on runners-up New Zealand in the inaugural match of the mega tournament. That is all for the moment. Our next English bulletin is at 6 p.m. Thank you for staying with us. Have a beautiful day ahead.